Hey everyone, it's Emily, and today we are building, as you can probably tell from the title, a Lilo and Stitch inspired house. This is very loosely inspired. Basically, it's just the outside, and then a few items on the inside are kind of like inspired by the characters and things they do in the movie and all of that fun stuff. But I've been playing this family on stream, and I'll actually be playing them later today if you're watching this the day that it's posted. So June 23rd, I'll be streaming at 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you want to come hang out with me, watch me play in this house, and play with my current household, I guess you could call them. I don't know, but it's just been really fun. I made Lilo as a child, and Stitch, I gave her a dog, it's literally just a corgi that I painted blue, and then I added some extra like pink inside the ears. It's loosely based on Stitch. If I looked on the gallery while I was streaming actually, and I found some crazy Stitch dogs that people have made in this game, and I don't know how they did it. Some of them are kind of like freakily accurate, and I don't even think I would want to play with them because, you know, Stitch is an alien, and this is like The Sims. It's not quite like as cute as the cartoon, so some of them are a little bit much for me, but I just went with a cute little blue corgi. Maybe I'll pop a picture in on the screen. But yeah, it's been really, really fun, and I also made her older sister Nani as a young adult, and I've been playing the conservationist career with her, so it's just been a lot of fun. But I decided that their family's growing. I have some updates on that, spoilers if you haven't been keeping up with streams. I'm gonna kind of be spoiling where we're at. I feel like it's not spoilers when you're playing a stream family, because if you miss a stream and then you show up to the next one, you're gonna get caught up anyway. It's not the same as like missing a Let's Play part, or like not keeping up with a series on Tumblr, or like being ahead of the gameplay, whatever, you know. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But I'm about to spoil what's been going on. So, basically we have Nani, and she's a young adult, and then I decided that, you know, in the movie she has her boyfriend David. Well, I didn't make David, so we found this one guy who's one of the townies in Sulani, and we were like, oh, he looks really nice, let's get with him. Well, then I went and checked, and he's married, so I was like, oh no, guess we gotta kill off his wife, because someone in the chat was talking about how they wanted to see the Grim Reaper show up when people drown, because there's this whole, I don't want to spoil that if you haven't seen it yet, but basically there's just like a new animation for the Grim Reaper when people drown in the ocean. So we were like, oh, well, we can just, you know, kill off his wife, we can see the new cool animation, and then we'll just like move on and get married to this guy, or like have a thing with him, whatever. And then I checked from Manage Worlds, and he had an entire family. Like, he had a toddler, he had a child, they had extended family living in the house with them, and I'm all for some mischief in this game, but I was not about to just like rip this man from his whole family and kill his wife and leave his kids as orphans. So what I decided to do instead was give him a brother, and that ended up being David. So, Nani and David have been having this thing. Nani's pregnant right now, and our current house has one bedroom, one bathroom. It's just Lilo and Nani. They share the same bedroom, and, well, they've got Stitch too, but, you know, Stitch just has a little dog bed and sleeps in the corner. So yeah, the house is really small. It's really sad. It's one of the starters that I barely renovated. I didn't even really do anything with the inside. I just changed some stuff on the outside so it was a little bit cuter than the EA build, and that's about all I did. And I've been playing with this family for a few streams now, and I just really wanted them to have a cute little house, and I wanted it to look like the movie and just be fun times. So this house the outside is definitely the most like the movie house, and then the inside is pretty much just for this family dynamic that I have going on, where we're probably gonna have David move in, so like David and Nani have a bedroom, Lilo and Stitch's room is that top room up in the corner, and then I added an extra bedroom for, you know, future baby toddler, kind of half furnished nursery is what we've got going on in there. So yeah, that's basically what the layout of the house is gonna look like. I'm really happy with this. I think it's really cute. It's not exactly like the movie, so don't come at me. I wasn't trying to remake the movie house. There's actually people who've already done that in The Sims well before Island Living came out. Like, I found one 3 years ago by xFreezerBunnyX, aka Leo. He's a really, really great builder. If you don't watch his stuff anyway, you probably should. But yeah, he made one a while ago that looks really accurate. So I'm probably gonna link that in the description if you want to see like a real Lilo and Stitch house. But this one is just for the family I've been playing with, so keep that in mind. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there. And yeah, like I said, I'll be playing it later today, so if that sounds fun to you, make sure to stop by and hang out with me. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Oh yeah, also Lilo's a mermaid. I made Lilo a mermaid, and she started off as a child, so child sims, kind of like how with vampires, I don't know if child aliens have powers, but I know vampire kids, they don't really have any powers yet. They can't like drink plasma, they just kind of are a vampire, and then as they age up to a teen, they get all of their powers and the ability to drink plasma and stuff like that. Mermaids are kind of the same way, so when you have a child mermaid, they don't have any sort of special thing that happens, but when they become a teen, that's when they get in the water, they have their tail and that type of thing. So Lilo has since become a teen. I aged up a little bit early because I wanted to play with mermaids, you know, obviously. And that's been really fun. I don't know, it's just fun to watch them swim around. I've been hearing a lot of people say that this pack, they feel like doesn't have all that much substance gameplay-wise, and I don't personally think I've played enough of it to give an opinion quite like that. I'm still in the middle of the conservationist career. I'm having fun with that. I haven't gotten any goals as far as like cleaning up the island because there are different pop-ups that happen. Oh yeah, that's another reason why I moved the family over to here, because this volcano, this is the lot that's like right under the volcano, and that island, I don't remember what it's called, but that island in particular is the one that when you do all of the conservationist stuff to clean up the island, it's that island that gets affected. All of the other islands, or the other two islands, are already kind of at their like max potential for the most part, but this other island, and it's the one on the far right of the map, maybe I'll try to put in a little picture so you can see what I'm talking about visually, but yeah, that's the island that actually gets affected, and you see the changes and the trees get greener and there's more like wildlife and all of that fun stuff. So I decided we should move here since I really do want to experience like the conservation part of this pack. But yeah, anyway, all of that to say, there's still a lot that I haven't done yet, so to me, the gameplay is still really good, but I don't know how much of it's going to be replayable. Like, the conservationist career is probably something that I would always be kind of interested in. Like, I don't know, I just like playing careers, and so at some point, like, after I've played this one through all the way, probably like a few months from now, I might want to play it through again. I don't know, depends on my stories and my sims and all of that. But yeah, I don't know. With the whole cleaning up the island thing, once I've done it once, I'm probably not going to want to completely do it again. I'm just going to want it to be done for me. So I've been working on this save file for like over a year now. I'm nowhere near being done with it, but I already kind of have this idea in the back of my head that I'm probably going to have two different versions of it, where one of them, everything is just the way that it is when you open the game. It's just like all of the new lots that I've made. And then I might have another version where Strangerville is already fixed and the island here is already beautified, I don't know, cleaned up. So I'm thinking about doing that just because I could see myself not wanting to have to do that every time I go into a new game, but then also for anyone who might want to download a new save file and use it to play a household that wants to clean up the island, I would want to give other people that option, but I'm probably going to want some sort of base save where it's all already done. I don't know if that's just me, but it was a thought that I had the other day, so thought I would throw that out there. This house is actually pretty decently cluttered, which I was happy about. I think it's just because it's so small. Like, I was struggling a little bit to fit everything in, but I think it worked out. I think it'll be good for gameplay, at least with the way that I'm playing this family and the way that I like to have my houses laid out. So I'm pretty happy about that. They have a lot of really bad furniture, or not furniture, but like all of the kitchen stuff is kind of the worst you can get. And then the bathroom stuff is kind of the worst too, but everything else is pretty nice. Like, I didn't use the cheapest beds or couches or anything like that. I tried to use a lot of stuff from the pack, but I didn't restrict myself as far as packs go for this build. So there's lots of things in here, and this is already on the gallery, so if you want to download it, it's there. I still need to put my EA Play builds up. You guys have been reminding me in the comments. Really sorry about that. I know that it's been a minute, but those should be up later today, hopefully. I think I'm going to try to go in and put those up on the gallery because I still haven't done that yet. Oops, I'm so sorry, I'm the worst. But yeah, those are my plans for those kinds of things. Oh, also, this is the most random build ever to have as many downloads as it does, but I was on my gallery page last night because I also built a beach lot and it has a little ice cream shop on it, so I recorded all of it, but I don't know if you guys would want to see a speed build of it. It's basically just one of the main beaches in the world, and I kind of cleared it out. I added some new stuff, and then I added this little like fake ice cream shop because the lot still functions as a beach, not a restaurant or a store or anything like that, but it just has an ice cream machine in a little room. It's a room with an ice cream machine is basically what it is, but it's cute, I promise. So I built that, and I was trying to put that on the gallery, but it kept saying that it had custom content in it, which it doesn't, because my build save doesn't have any CC in that version of the game at all, so that was a little bit annoying. But I was on my gallery page and I saw that this room that I built like a month or so ago, I don't know, it was a while ago, but basically I decided to do a room build because I was bored and I wanted to build something, but I didn't know what to do, and I just had someone in the chat pick what I was doing, and someone suggested doing a 50 plant room build. So I pulled out like 50 different plants from the game, and then I tried to cram them all into this tiny room, and I uploaded it to the gallery, and it was like 50 plant room build challenge or something. Like, the name of it was so ridiculous. It's a crazy looking room, and I just like put it up there because I built it on stream, and I was like, whatever. I always put stuff that I build on stream on the gallery. It has like 5,000 downloads, and I have no idea why. Like, why that room of all the room? Well, I don't really do room builds, but like, of all the things that I built, like, why does this 50 plant crazy room have that many downloads? Like, I genuinely don't understand. But anyway, I just thought that was kind of funny. Good times. What else? I have a little sticky note because this build is kind of longer than some of the ones that I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of like 10-minute builds or like 12-minute builds. So getting through those voiceovers is like pretty easy. You just like ramble about one thing and then it's over. But now I today wrote out this little thing because I also want to tell you about like my family that I was playing with here and all of that. My ice cream build. I literally have ice cream build ? And then that other little plant room build just got thrown in there, so I'm going off script now. Not that I have a script, it's literally a sticky note with like 3 things on it. Oh, but another thing I wanted to mention. So, like I said, I have this save file that I've been working on that's nowhere near done, but I do have some plans for this world, and I think that what I'm trying to do now, because I was kind of trying to do this before, but then I just fell off the bandwagon, and I'm trying to get through Sulani while I'm still wanting to do all these beach builds, because I think that's something with any new pack that's super stylized, which a lot of them are, but some of them aren't quite so much. Like, there are certain items in this pack that I can see myself using in a lot of places, and then other items that I probably won't use all the time just because of how crazy they are, color swatch wise and things like that. I don't know. But yeah, and like a lot of the stuff from Strangerville is pretty, like, it's all Victorian styled, and there isn't that much build stuff, or there's not that much buy stuff. There's a lot of stuff for build, like there's new windows and doors and things like that, but there's not all that much furniture that came with that pack. So I don't know, certain packs inspire me to build more than others, but sometimes when they do inspire me to build, it's in a very particular style. Like, I've been doing a lot of island builds and tropical things, obviously. This one's a little bit different because it's more of a regular family house, I guess, than some of the other things I've been building. But yeah, I'm trying to get through Sulani while I still want to do these kinds of builds. So I have some ideas, and I want you guys to let me know if you can think of any other community lots that you would want in this world other than the ones that I'm about to tell you, because I would love any more input. I like having a lot of community lots in my worlds. I would rather have more community lots than other Sims in the world, if I'm being honest, because if I'm gonna leave my Sims house, I'm not gonna go to someone else's house. I never go to other people's houses in the game unless it's like their birthday and I'm feeling generous and deciding to spend my time showing up there. Which sounds terrible, but I don't know, that's just how I play the game. And it already takes so much for me to go to a community lot, like, I don't know, it's interesting. It's an interesting time. But I feel like a lot of people have this problem where, you know, we all stay in our houses and play Sims all the time, and then when we play the Sims, we like to stay in our Sims houses and not leave. So I'm trying to think of some good places that I would like to visit in the game, and so far I have the beach that I already built that has a little ice cream shop on it. I want to do a cafe. I think I want to do at least one restaurant, maybe two. I definitely want to do a spa, and I want to do a beach that can work as a wedding venue, and I think I want to do a nude beach because I realize that's a thing in the game. So that could be interesting, just because I want to have at least 3 beaches in the world, one for each island, I guess, since there are kind of 3 main islands. And then I was also thinking about making the shipwreck lot, which technically is a residential lot, like you can move in there and live in the shipwreck. I think I want to make it a national park because I know me, and I'm never gonna play in the shipwreck lot. Like, I'm never gonna move a sim in there. I'm not gonna ever go there because it's gonna be residential and no one's gonna be living there, and it's just gonna be useless in my game. But I think it's a really cool lot, and I don't know that I want to do all that much to change it, but I think it would be cool to have it set as an actual lot that you can go visit. And I think if you make it generic, no one else will show up, so that's kind of sad, but maybe making it like a national park, I don't know, I want to make it something and give it some sort of purpose in the game, like a place for you to explore that isn't technically someone's home, you know? Does that make sense? Let me know what you think. Also, any other lots, like I said, that you think would be cool to have in this world, let me know. Yeah, that's another thing, is community lots are really hard to build, and I feel like a lot of people struggle with them because it's easy to build a house and make it look cute, but sometimes with the way that different shops are designed or like storefronts and stuff, it's hard to make them look good in the game, so a lot of people don't want to build them, and a lot of times people don't necessarily want to watch them either, because if they don't look great, then why would I want to watch that? So that's something that, I don't know, I always struggle with, because I always end up doing more house builds, but I feel like community lots are more useful for me in the game. Give me your thoughts, come hang out with me on stream, watch me play in this house later. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you later, bye!